course, welcoming to the very first time to the Feel Good Friday, Lameez Patel. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Shukran so much for having me.
It's only
I'm so
a pleasure.
excited to be here.
It's only a pleasure. You know, when you accepted my invitation, I was like, yes, finally, someone amazing coming on. But just to, get, straight into the interview for this particular afternoon, what has sparked your passion for self-love and teaching others about it?
Sure, I am someone who feels deeply and is by nature very curious. With this blessing came feelings of people-pleasing and wanting to fix and control everything and everyone around me.
Absolutely.
In an effort to make sense of my world. So that didn't work. And my heart kept nudging me. I kept thinking and feeling that there has to be a different way, a better way to show up in this life my Creator has given me. That set me on a path of personal growth where I discovered the marvel that is self-love. I'm also a natural sharer. I don't believe in gatekeeping, not recipes, experiences, friends, mentors, or love. So naturally, when I started seeing the benefit in my own life, I wanted to share my joy and my learnings with others.
Absolutely. Now, you have this amazing book, your diary. Of course, it's a beautiful work of art, but can you share the inspiration behind it?
Shukran so much, Bibi Amina. Alhamdulillah, what Allah has willed has happened for me. I've always loved a diary, and writing things down to check them off later fills me with a sense of accomplishment. I'm a lifelong list maker and aesthete. That is, I love and appreciate beautiful things. All the diaries I have ever bought had pages of superfluous information. The public holidays for Zimbabwe, telephone numbers for the University of Zululand, and the distances from Windhoek to Beaufort West. I mean, why? I also kept a gratitude journal, which was a separate book to my diary. Then I wanted ease. I wanted simple, and I wanted to feed my soul and senses. I wanted one book that was beautiful to look at and provided all the necessary spaces that I needed. I couldn't find one, so I decided to create one myself. I also wanted to leave a legacy for my children. I wanted my children to always have something they could refer to, even when I'm not around them and they are in the world on their own, that would offer simple tools to bring them peace and to keep them content.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to ask you two questions in one. So let's hope that you'll be able to answer this as well. Okay. So how do you believe individuals can cultivate self-love in their daily lives? And what are some simple tools or practices you recommend for finding balance and harmony?
Okay, I believe in having a save the day. So that's what my diary is. It's tiny little things that we can do to stop and check in with ourselves. The world pulls us in different directions constantly, and it is up to us to commit to prioritizing ourselves and to making choices that reflect the life we say we want. We can move our bodies, we can choose healthier food, we can be in awareness of what we are thinking, we can ask ourselves how we feel about something and stop to actually listen for the answer. Bibi Amina, self-love is not just about bubble baths, massages, and coffee dates. I mean, those are fabulous.
Oh, yes, they are.
Yeah, totally. But self-love is also about accepting ourselves, prioritizing ourselves, and being mindful of what we think about ourselves. So one of the first things I would go to is to start the day intentionally. Many of us open our eyes and immediately rush into, I need to do this, this, and this, and I need to do it ASAP. Our minds start racing, or we go straight to our phones and mindlessly scroll. I would like to invite the listeners to stop at exactly this place each day and ask, is this how I want to start? Will all of these things still get done if I pray? If I write down 3 things I'm grateful for, if I stretch for 10 minutes, or if I hug a loved one for a full minute? What will happen if I open windows to allow fresh air into my home before I reach for coffee? Starting the day intentionally and slowly gives our nervous system a sense of grounding and calm. And then this sets the tone for the rest of the day.
I think we need to do some. I remember I was at emceeing an event. I know I'm just deviating a
That's
bit.
cool.
And you were one of the speakers, and that's where I met you. And you did this really awesome breathing technique. I think towards the end of the interview, we should do that with our listeners. What do you think?
Yes, absolutely. I'd love to.
I think that would be really, really nice.
Yeah.
But of course, can you share, of course, a personal story or experience that highlights transformative, the power of self-love?
Yes, I absolutely can. So we often love others in a way that we want to be loved. I'm married for 24 years now, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
For 19 of those years, I served my husband breakfast in bed every single morning, no matter how I was feeling or what I needed to do. It was part a fairy tale fantasy, the 20-year-old fairy tale of what a marriage is going to be,
Yeah.
and part a conditioning that I had grown up with.
Mm.
When I realized that I do it for him because I secretly really want him to do it for me, I had to reevaluate the whole thing. He really enjoyed his breakfast in bed, and though it was a need of mine and not his, I had created an expectation, and he was fiercely resistant to giving it up. So then I had to get creative. I had to think of a way to find a middle ground, to adapt the expectation I had created, and to somehow put myself in the story as well. I didn't know how to do this, so I got to trying different things. I would continue to make breakfast, but we would eat it together with our children at the table. When that didn't work, I would make myself breakfast and eat it in bed alone. When that didn't work, because I felt lonely and he felt excluded, I one day was guided by Allah to expand the story to include us both. The first morning that I made us both breakfast and we ate it propped up in bed, I beamed with joy. My heart felt happy and content, and I felt loved. I had given myself what I needed, and I had not snatched away the expectation I had created for my husband.
Absolutely. But let's talk a little bit more about your diary. What message or theme are you hoping the readers to take away from your diary and teaching?
My message is a simple one. Cultivate kindness and compassion to ourselves and others, and gratitude to our Creator. Each month of my diary is themed and covers habits for mind, body, soul, and spirit. I want people to know that we are a whole human, and we need to nurture all aspects of ourselves so we can be full of our whole selves and our wholeness.
Absolutely. Now, that thing that I requested, the breathing techniques, the taking us to another space, why don't you think we do that now?
Yes, certainly.
Okay, so prep me here.
Okay, so I'm going to invite you to get comfortable. Just place your feet firmly on the ground. And imagine roots growing out the base of your feet. Try to sit up straight with your spine erect. And you can close your eyes or fix it on a point in front of you. And then we're going to take a deep inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're inhaling lots of love in. And then exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with your eyes closed or your gaze gently fixed on a spot on the floor in front of you, I'm going to cycle you through your body. So I'm going to ask you to draw your attention starting at the top of your head. And just relax your scalp. Imagine it actually resting. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Relax your jaw. So place your tongue behind the back of your top teeth, and that allows your jaw to relax completely. And as we travel down your neck and shoulders, I want you to consciously raise your shoulders up to your ears and then drop them down your back. And then feeling into your heart space. Just keep breathing. Lots of love into your heart and lots of love out of your heart. As we travel down to your abdomen, relax your belly. Relax your thighs. your knees, and your calves. And as you inhale, feel your belly expand. And as you exhale, take your belly button to your spine and release the breath from your abdomen, then your chest, then your throat. And we're just going to be here for 30 seconds longer, gently breathing in and out. And I want you to notice. Nothing to do, just be a witness and notice how your mind and body starts to feel. And then before I bring you out, I'd like you to take another deep inhalation and a gentle, slow, long exhalation. And then slowly start to rub your fingers across, your thumb across your fingers. Wiggle your toes. And whenever you're ready, you can gently open your eyes.
Oh, that was so amazing. I feel so relaxed. I think you need to come and do this for the team every day. Every day. But Lameez, that was amazing. You are amazing. What's next from you? What can we expect?
So I get asked this a lot, and it reminds me of when I was younger and people asked, when are you getting married? Then when I was married, they asked, when are you having a baby? And when I had a baby, they said, have another one. She needs someone to play with. I get it. We live in a society that reveres the next thing and the next thing, the hustle and grind. My answer is unconventional, Bibi Amina. My upcoming project is to be here now, to enjoy this adventure that I'm on thoroughly and completely. For 2025, I intend to honor my readers who have invested in themselves and in me by holding space for them to share their journey, their revelations, learnings, and sacred stories. And I'm very excited about that. My diary plants seeds, and so yes, I have an intention to grow that into something deeper, but I won't be rushing it. The one thing that I have added to my offering is a silent book club. My first event happens tomorrow, so I'm super excited about that.
Oh man, all the best for your event tomorrow.
Shukran so much.
And Lameez, thank you so much. You are phenomenal. You are amazing, and hoping that you can come on the show again and tell us about book 2 and 3 and 4.
Inshallah. Shukran so much for having me.
It's only a pleasure.